Okay, we're back for another review. Yes, another review. I'm on the ball in the summer of 2026. I got Theoden on Snowmane for you today. Just real quick, I do cover in the review the fact that there were some issues for some people initially because of the bad styrofoam causing the cracked leg. And I do talk about my thoughts and opinions on the tail and mane situation that some folks didn't care for. So I covered that in the review. That being said, 900 piece edition size, $999. This, I would say, is my favorite rider statue, just edging out Eomer. It's really fantastic. It's beautifully done, sculpt, paint, detailing, capturing that scene from Pelennor Fields. It's just really, it captures the essence, for those of you watching that will get the inside joke of that moment and all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoy the review. If you're watching this right now in 2026, especially before Comic-Con, we got Comic-Con coming up afterwards. Hope you enjoyed the Comic-Con coverage. Till next time, guys. All right, so I got Theoden set up here, as usual. We'll do the whole little 360 spin, and we'll start looking at some of the finer points, talking about how much he costs when he was up for order, blah, blah, blah. All the good, fun stuff that we normally cover here. All right, so Theoden went up for sale here a while back. I don't remember the exact date, to be honest with you. He is sold out. He retailed for $9.99 when he went up. I think he's going for around like $1,200 or so on the secondary market. Mentioned that when he did initially ship, there were some issues. I think honestly it was with the styrofoam. It was causing like this leg to have some cracks in it. Weta remade the whole thing, redid the styrofoam inside, and I think that alleviated most of the issues for people. But I did want to mention that when the first run was out, there were some issues for some folks. The other thing, as you can see here with the horse, some people didn't like the tail and how the mane were sculpted. I personally think they're fine. I don't see an issue with it, but you know, everybody's got, you know, things that they look forward, like, don't like, and statues. For me, I didn't particularly find those to be an issue. You know, so that's just one of those things. Your mileage may vary type. The shield is attached to the front part of the saddle. It's a separate piece. Theoden's a separate piece. His hand and the sword are a separate piece. Tail, mane, the pieces of the reins go in. So it's attached to his hand up, you know, one of his hands, but it's a separate piece, and obviously the horse and the base. I don't think I forgot anything, actually. Shield's really well done. Paint, the metallic paint really pops, especially actually right now while I'm outside. It looks pretty cool, but it's really well done. Actually slide over here. Show you his boot and a stirrup. Horse is fantastic. See, you know, like I said, the mane and the tail aside, the detailing on the rest of it, you know, really good. I'm not sure why it's jumping there. I'm trying to stay back. I think I was pushing it too far close. Sorry for not talking for a minute. In general, I think the sculpting on this is just absolutely fantastic. Let me zoom in a little bit more on the sculpting is fantastic. The paint work, as usual, is fantastic. This is one of those pieces that a lot of us have been waiting years and years to get Theoden on a horse. If I can not have my hand shake so much, sorry. I've tried the little gadgets and I'm just not good with them. Don't feel comfortable enough with them to do these kinds of things. So we'll keep trying though. We'll plug away, but we're gonna try some different stuff without having to use all of those. Like I said, I just think everything about it, minus the leg issue, I think is really, this is an absolutely superb piece. It was worth waiting all the years to get, I think. Can we get this good enough? I think the sculpting work to make like this leather is fantastic. But in general, I just think it's a really, really good piece. Absolutely my favorite writer in my collection. Sorry, Eomer, but this passes you by just a smidge. Just absolutely fantastic. Everything about it's great, really. Like I said, again, I understand the leg issue, and I'm not knocking that for people who had problems. I'm really not. But aside on a display level, the detailing, as you can see in just like the ear guard here on the helmet that leads into the face part, that's just fantastic. And the whole painting, the facial stuff. Let me see if I can get a better angle on the face. Just really, really superb. Let me back out to 1. And then I'm going to actually try and get in a little bit closer here without using the zoom. Let me back out here. Again, I think this thing is fantastic. He was originally $9.99. As you can see, the detailing and paint is superb. He doesn't have the gold leaf issue that the original statue had. I think you can see all the techniques that have improved over the last 25 plus years. It's a great rider. It's a great statue. Again, not perfect in that, yes, there was an issue shipping. Sure, there's an issue with the mane and the tail depending on your taste and all that kind of stuff. But in general, this is a top-notch crown jewel type piece. I think it's fantastic. I'm glad that I have it. It was, again, worth the 25 years of waiting. You can see how great the paint is to make all the red look like the leather and the cloth that it's supposed to. The metal work here looks like metal. I don't know that they could have done any better from top to bottom outside of not having the leg have a crack in it for some people when it got shipped. Other than that, this is a freaking great statue. I'm glad I own it. Guys, thank you for all the support. The videos have been doing really good lately. We got Comic-Con coming up next week. We'll have some cool stuff for you. Till next time, guys, just thank you so much for all your support for theonering.net, for what we're doing here on the Collecting the Precious section of theonering.net. Again, guys, love you. Thank you. Till next time.